Good evening. Tonight's 2 minutes of truth is on the life of Job. Job was an extraordinary person. He is described by God as being blameless and an upright man, one who fears God and shuns evil. The book of Job describes a long, difficult trial he experienced. His life continues to serve as an example of perseverance to Christians today. The story begins by describing an encounter between God and Satan. God asks if he's considered Job's righteousness. Satan responds by accusing Job of only serving God because he had received many blessings. So God allowed Satan to take these physical blessings from him, beginning with his livelihood, then his children, and then his health. As Job's going through all this, 3 of his friends come to mourn with him and comfort him. His friends then share their opinions of Job's trials, the reason that such a calamity comes from God upon the wicked, and they accuse Job of having done something evil to deserve all of this. As the accusations escalate, Job asserts his total innocence, maintaining that he has been unjustly afflicted with this suffering. Job's friends are sure that his sins had caused this suffering. They presented Job with many reasons they believed he had brought this ordeal on himself. They were certain that they were right. But after God intervened, he rebuked the friends for speaking falsely about him and the situation. The conversation between Job and his friends went back and forth until God finally intervened and questioned Job. God did not answer Job's questions directly, nor did he provide a reason for the suffering. Instead, he described the wonders of the creation, just to show Job how small he was. This taught Job to see himself in comparison with God and realize that God's wisdom was way beyond his comprehension. Job repented, not for just what he had said, but for what he was. The world is full of suffering, and God has a future planned that's too wondrous for those humans to fully comprehend. When we are suffering, we should focus not only on God's power and goodness, but on the future he has planned for those that endure to the end. What Job needed the most was comfort. Job even called his friends miserable comforters. Instead of comforting him, they added more grief to his situation. What he needed was friends who would increase his faith in God's providence, pray with him, and encourage him just to hang in there. When people are suffering, sometimes the best thing we can do is say nothing. There are times when just being there is the comfort they need. We should comfort those who are in any trouble with the comfort with which we ourselves are comforted by God. Thank you.